Shana Tova. Shana Tova. Everything okay? Thank you for that beautiful Shalom Rav, stirring and beautiful and emotional. So I have a story to tell. Once upon a time, a man lived in a shtetl, and he was very unhappy. He was tired. He was burnt out. His wife was unpleasant. His kids were spoiled. His shul was boring. And the entire shtetl was just awful. One Shabbat morning, when the man was dozing off during the rabbi's sermon, he caught a little snippet of information. The rabbi was teaching something about how God promised us a better world or something like that. And when he woke up from his synagogue nap, he was so unhappy that he decided that he was going to go to that better world right then and right there. He threw a personal items into a pouch, and off he went to find a better world. He walked straight out of the shtetl into the forest. He went through the forest, around the lake, and up the mountain. And there he was up on the mountain, and it started getting dark. And he looked behind from where he came, and there was the old, depressing shtetl. And he wanted to make sure that in the morning he wasn't going to go back to the old shtetl again. He was going to go to the better place in the future. So he pointed his shoes toward the new, better world, and away from his old shtetl world. So he knew he would just wake up, put on his shoes, and keep walking. And he went to sleep. In the middle of the night, some badgers came and rummaged for food around his camp, and they messed around with the man's shoes. And wouldn't you know it, the shoes went from pointing away from the shtetl to pointing back toward the shtetl. The man woke up, refreshed and energized, ready to greet the new day and arrive at a better world. He slipped on his shoes, he looked up, and there it was, a better world. He couldn't believe his eyes. He hadn't noticed the better world there last night before he went to bed, but there it was, gorgeous, a little quaint town nestled in the forest next to this gorgeous lake, and he couldn't wait to start his new life in a better world. He picked up his sack, and off he went with a bounce in his step, a song on his heart. He went down the mountain, around the lake, through the forest, and arrived at the entrance of the better world. It sure looked a lot like his old shtetl, as you would imagine, but it felt magnificent, like a breath of fresh air. And in he went. He saw a bakery shop. In his old shtetl, there was a bakery shop there too, but this one, unbelievable, the best-looking chal he'd ever seen in his whole life, and the smell, unbelievable. This place was so much better than his old place. And he kept walking down the street until he saw a house that looked a lot like his old home in his old shtetl, but this one, so much better, so much better. It wasn't any larger or any smaller. In fact, it was the exact same size. It was just better. He walked up the path to the house, peeked inside. There he saw a beautiful woman, 3 adorable children, all busy with their work and play. And he thought to himself, this is my reward for making the journey to a better place. And the man was happy and content for the rest of his life. It's the eve of Rosh Hashanah, and here we are in shul, and we're on top of that mountain, and we can look back at that old shtetl that we all live in, and we can imagine that old place we've left behind, and now we look forward. We look forward to our journey to our new place, our better place. Ribono shel olam, help us make these holidays renew. May these holidays renew our lives. May it fill us with wonder and gratitude and a renewal that will stay with us forever and ever. And together we say, Amen. Amen. Amen.